Hello, it's been a while. My name is Jane. Today we are going to be making this kids gong sleeve. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. To my returning subscribers, thank you. So first of all, we're going to be drafting on our pattern. The round sleeve measurement of the kid I'm working with is 8, while the length of the sleeve is going to be 6. But since it's an exaggerated sleeve, I am not going to be using the round sleeve measurement of 8. I am going to be increasing it. I'll be using 14. So on fold, I'll be marking 7. You can use 6. Depending on you, you can use 14. You can use 16. On fold 8. So depending on how wide you want your sleeve to be, depending on the age of the baby that you are working with, depending on how wide you want it to be. So for me, I think I use 6 or 7 on this video. So I am just drafting a basic sleeve with the exaggerated figure. So you can see me marking 6 there. So instead of using 4, which is 8, so I'm using 6. So altogether to be 12. So it's going to be free around the baby's arm. So the first line is the starting line. The other one is the cap height. So I'm just connecting the starting line to the cap height. I use a cap height of 3 inches. So I'll just mark the midpoint of the line I just drew and connect the points to just form a basic sleeve using my free hand. So once I'm done connecting, I will just cut it off. So this is it. I've cut it off. So after cutting it, you're going to get another piece of paper and you're going to place this one that you just cut off. But before placing it, we're going to slash the cap height area, but you won't slash it to the end. You will just leave it when you're getting to the end. You can see. So I'm also going to slash this upper part, as you can see. So this is to enable me slash the sleeve on this new pattern to be able to give us where we can pleat from on the fabric. So the slashing depending on how many pleats you want on the upper part, on how wide you want the pleat to be. So once you have slashed, you just use your tape to just place it, then you trace it on this new paper. After tracing, then you cut. So you can see mine. So when you cut, please don't forget to add stitching allowance on the side and on the down part of your sleeve. So you're going to have 4 pieces each. That's 2 for each, the lining and the main fabric. I'm using the same fabric for the lining to enable you to turn the fabric when you are done. So you can see this is just like a sample of what it will look like. So I'm going to place the 2 fabric together. Then I will stitch the down part with 1/2 inch. Please note that I am using the same fabric as both the lining and the main fabric. So after stitching the down part, I gave it a good press, as you can see. So once you're done, you're going to place the 2 just the way I am doing it. Then you sew with the stitching allowance you left on the side. So you can see that I'm done. I went ahead to trim it. So when you're done trimming it, you will now flip, using the lining to flip to the main fabric, just the way I am doing it. So ensure that you notch the main fabric from the lining to enable you determine which one is the lining when you are flipping over. Also ensure that as you are flipping, everything is meeting, the center point is meeting the other center point, and the place which you stitched, they are meeting each other. So you can see how mine is looking. So after that, you're going to determine the round armhole of the gown that you have made aside. So when you mark the round armhole, that will not determine the number of pleats that you would have on the upper part. So I'm just illustrating how I'm going to pleat it. First of all, pleat it on my sewing machine after pleating separately on my sewing machine. I'm going to be attaching it to the gown. So that's all for the tutorial. This is the final look of it. Thank you for watching.